Okay guys, welcome to another stream. Unfortunately this isn't going to be pleasant. This is something which I found out this evening about exactly what has been spent, what these guys have done. I am thoroughly embarrassed to think that two people who are well known to the public have basically just took the piss out of every single human being in the world.
Yes, Craig.
And spent this ridiculous amount of money, knowing full well that what the world and the country has gone through with the COVID situation, and you know, for them to carry on the way they're doing, it's down to stupidity of the people who go and support these people. But not only that, it's downright disgusting on knowing full well about these two people who have spent a ridiculous amount. That's basically like standing on a street corner with a handful of £50 notes and waving it at people as they drive past. Know full well what the country has gone through and what each individual, you know, is going through. Absolutely disgusting. And you know, we've worked it out. You can see it in my stream. You can see my description of what it was speaking about, and that works out 880 quid within 4 hours. Within 4 hours of these individuals are spending that much in 4 hours. You know, it's absolutely disgusting. And them pricks should be totally ashamed of themselves, know for what they've done. It's fucking disgusting.
I think they're making fun of us.
Not only that, I did hear about something today. I'm not going to explain who told me, but there is a certain individual who has been involved in somebody else's stream as well, that has explained that he's going to be spending, I think it's £2,000 worth of FIFA points as well. He comes into my channel, he's been into somebody else's channel and expressed what he's going to be doing, saying he's got money to burn. You know, for somebody to just sit down and do that, even though that my thoughts on, you know, different situations about this game and about the way that the public go about their business. Yes, you can argue it's their money, they can do what they want with it, but
absolutely rubbish,
you know, but it's not about football anymore. It's about who can spend the most on a stupid game that basically has no realism on what we know about the sport. It has no entitlement to showing you the full, you know, it really is. It just takes it to a whole new level of disgusting. It takes a whole new level of being disgusting. These two individuals at the moment are showing all youngsters across the world, whoever is watching, you know, how to gamble, how to spend ridiculous amount of money on a computer game where they're not even working through to, you know, to build a team up, you know, working their way through on a realistic and balanced way. They're just sat there on the fat arses with a ridiculous amount of money, which they've been supported by EA themselves and other supporters of, you know, companies which promote them, which are able to give them a certain amount of money as well, to go out and show the public how to spend a ridiculous amount. I mean, for somebody to spend £880 worth of FIFA points, if you haven't worked that out, that's 260,000 FIFA points, and sat there in full view of the whole public, of all their subscribers, of everyone who watches them, to sit there for over 4 hours, just sat there opening packs. 260,000 FIFA points. That's 880 quid's worth. 880 pounds worth. You know, like I said at the beginning of this video, you know, that's like standing on the edge of a corner with a big wad of £50 notes, a big wad of £50 notes, and waving it in people's faces as they drive past. Knowing full well that the country is basically near enough died on its arse through this COVID situation. Companies are, are going bust. You got people who have had to who've been evicted because they couldn't afford the rent or the mortgage. People have lost their jobs through this difficult time. And then you get to, idiots of the world who have sat there through hours on end, who just basically, took the piss out of every single person that's, alive and breathing and trying to survive. And you get these two individuals spent ridiculous amounts of money, 260,000 FIFA points, £880 worth. I'm sorry, but if that was my son or daughter doing that, I'd be kicking the shit out of them. I'd be taking them outside. And I'd be making them, I'd be making my son or daughter, if they did this, exactly the same thing, I'd be making them go out to every single person that they could see and just hand their money out to people who need it and respect it and appreciate it most. Because, this company who earns billions, not just thousands, but billions each year from everybody, out of everybody, the whole public who spend money, to try and build the team, but do it in a realistic way, in a more fair way. But they earn billions. They don't need to be earning any more money from two individuals who've just spent a ridiculous amount. They don't need that. They can survive without them two doing what they're doing. So, honestly, I have no respect for anyone who sits there and spends 2 to 3 grand's worth of FIFA points without working their way through something. That's like basically, going to rob a bank, having the money and going and buying a house by, stealing the money from a bank to pay for a house which they haven't earned the right to have. It's disgusting. It's really fucking disgusting. And those two individuals, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, because you basically, what you've done is stuck your fingers up to the rest of the community and the rest of the country, wherever you're living, to every single individual who's suffering, who's, financially, mentally, going through hell right now because they're unable to find enough money to actually survive and to be able to afford to pay for food or pay for the bills or to support their families. And you get fucking knobheads like that who sat there and spent 880 quid's worth in 4 hours. I'm sorry, but you can go and fuck yourself. You can go and swivel on my dick. Because cunts like you, I have no time for, I have no respect for, I don't appreciate you, you're a fucking bunch of wankers. And for every other individual who decides to do that, I don't want you in my stream, I don't want you in my life, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to see you. You can go and piss off. I don't want anywhere near me. You're wankers. You're wankers. Simple as, you wankers. Right, let me get my stream going. 2 seconds.
Beat me to it, brain. Green, thank you.
So I just had to go and walk the horse. Right, give me a second and I'll just do the old bizzo.
Laughing. Never felt more ill, it feels awful.
2 6. I'm just getting the old stream up on my laptop because my phone at the minute is charging up. So, yeah, so just give me a sec while I do the old bizzo. I think we'll have a few people in tonight. I know it's a late stream, but there you go. That's what it is. But we'll crack on.
Craig, I know you said you won't, but honestly don't play fuck champs or rivals at all.
Oh, I won't do. I'm basically playing squad battles. My attempt at the moment is squad battles. I'm basically just playing that because the reason why I'm playing squad battles is because I'm after a ultimate pack, which hopefully I'll be earning. Just give me a sec, guys. I will be able to see who's joined the stream. Just give me a couple of seconds, guys, if you don't mind.
Damn good idea, thanks.
No worries. So, yeah, there is an ultimate pack. If you play 200 squad battles with a rare... With rare players, they've all got to be rare players, you will earn yourself an ultimate pack. It's less stress whatsoever, and you know it's easy to earn. Now, going towards the game situation, there is a lot of people who are cheating through this game at this particular moment. Let me explain what I mean by this. There is basically people who are doing like share play, people who they have with them at the same time. You are playing against more than one person. Now, this is a fact, and I'll tell you why it's a fact. Now, me and Dan, we've been connecting up in recent days since the early access of this game, and we watch each other play. We watch each other play. We watch each other's games just to see how we play and how what we can achieve, and a little bit of advice for each other. Now, we've both noticed exactly the same thing as each other. You are against more than one person. So, for instance, we start playing in the first half. I score early. They pause the game. They bring on either lone Mbappe, lone Cruyff, another lone player, and you're against it because my team is good, but it's not exceptional. But it's a work in progress for me. It's a work in progress. Now, you're getting people who use loans against you in division rivals where it shouldn't happen. But not only that, you got an incident where you are playing against one person at the beginning. They pause the game. They either bring those loans on. The next thing, all of a sudden, it's a completely multi-skilled player. Now, you can only be either one or the other. You can only be one or the other. You can either be a normal base player where you just want to play football, or you are an absolute multi-skilled idiot of the world that doesn't have any clue whatsoever about the football at all. And this is a fact, and it's the truth. I don't sit here and lie to you. I don't sit here and bullshit you. I tell you the truth. There is a lot of people who are doing exactly the same thing, and because I work hard at what I do, I try my best, and I work hard to build a team up I can be proud of. By putting the effort and time and trying to enjoy what I do, and then you get people who basically is taking the piss by the play until they go behind, and then all of a sudden they pause the game, and then you get somebody else take over, and it's a completely different player. That is a complete fact of it. Now, I never expected it to be this early on in the early access of this game, but unfortunately it is completely full of it. I've had no lost glitches against me. I've had people who decide to try the DDoS where if you look at your screen and you see like the yellow marker come down, or like a red signal, yellow signal, red signal, and it's completely lagging, they are basically lag switching you. They are basically messing about with the connection so to make it even awkward for you. Not only that, as well, on top of everything which I've said this evening, the connection with the EA servers, the connection goes very, very heavy. Where basically when you're trying to click onto a player, you're trying to change players, it doesn't allow you to do so because of the servers as well. So you not only you're coming against people who are cheated against you and who are trying to mess up the connection for you, but you are basically coming against the servers which are basically completely broken. Which, everything combined together, it makes it impossible to actually enjoy and have a proper enjoyable game of FIFA. There is a lot of facts with this game which, in my eyes, is really wrong. If you go to, for instance, the say like for instance, you go to like the division rivals. If you look at division rivals and you look at the actual state of it, now I don't know whether you've looked at the actual areas of the progression, the rewards of this game. I don't know if you guys have looked at it in more detail, but I would advise you to do so, because if you look at it, you are basically got to get to like these flags to keep you in that section. Now, if you look at the prizes of this, now at the moment I am in Division 7, nearly in Division 6, but if you look at what you get from each one, now you don't get every single pack, that you've gone through in the league, you don't get every single one, you only get where you ended up at. So for instance, if you're in Division 7, you only get those Division 7 rewards, but you have to carry on playing. If you don't play, and honestly, you go away for a week or a weekend, whatever it is, and you don't play, you will get Division 10 rewards. That's how it's working. So basically, they're making you actually play the division rivals for you to actually get something out of it. But there's a catch to it, okay? There's a catch to it. And what I mean by a catch to this is basically if you go to squad battles, right, know full well what I've just shown you with the rewards. If you go to squad battles, the squad battles are basically you get better rewards. You get better rewards out of squad battles than you do if you're playing division rivals. So, for instance, look where I am at the moment, okay? So I'm actually in gold 2, okay? I'm in gold 2, and what you get here, you get 2 packs and you get 6k, right? That's even without me trying. I've basically just done it on the easy, scored a few goals and put the controller down. I'm in gold 2, but I'm getting better rewards in squad battles than I would if I was doing division rivals, which for me doesn't make any sense. That's a bit arse of face, that's a bit backwards, because with division rivals you've got to put more effort in than you have with squad battles. So for me, that should be the other way around. You should be getting more rewards out of division rivals than you should be with squad battles, so don't diss the Craig, he knows everything about the script again. we'll talk about that in a moment, Ryan. We'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, so for me, in my personal experience of this, of this year's FIFA, my advice to you is to just play squad battles. Don't worry about division rivals. Don't worry about foot champs. Just play squad battles, because you will get better rewards out of squad battles than you will do if you're playing division rivals or foot champs. You will get better rewards, because the structure of the rewards in division rivals is absolutely ridiculously shit. That's me being bluntly, it's shit, it's disgusting, it's crap, and you're putting more effort into division rivals and getting nothing out of it than you would be if you sat there doing squad battles. Yes, it's boring, yes, it drives you fucking loopy, but if you do it in a way where it doesn't, and you can do that, it's easy. Basically, you can either do co-op and make it more fun. You can do it, between like the two of you and your friend, play squad battles, with you, and have a good laugh with it. It makes it more exciting, and it doesn't, drag on and drive you batty. But you still get good prizes out of it without putting a ridiculous amount of effort into it. So you could do it that way. So you're not going through the stress and the aggro and the uncertainty of knowing for a while that you're going to be screwed over in a division rival match or a foot champs. So that it makes it more sense just to chill out and just play squad battles and not worry about anything. Yeah. Now, Ryan's brought up a comment and a little subject of scripted. Now, there is a lot, and I'm afraid to say this. And I know a lot of you enjoy FIFA, and a lot of you are very, good FIFA players. But unfortunately, that this year on this early access, I've noticed a lot, and there is a lot of scriptedness that has still been allowed in this game. There's kick-off goals which are still basically widespread and really, just. It's still there, and it's very hard to detain and very hard to not concede during that. But the scriptedness at the moment, you could go into a game right now and have 12 or 13 shots at goal. You could hit the post, hit the bar. They could literally block it on the line, and they could go towards your end and have one shot in the whole game and still win that game. So for me, like I say, it still shows you that there is a lot of scripted areas in the game. It's massive, and I really don't, like I say, all these subjects which I've mentioned tonight, it's a fact and it's a truth, and it's up to you what you do. It's totally up to you. I can't make you do something different, and I can't make you do what I would like you to do in the game, but it's totally your choice. I can't alter that, and I can't change that, but what I do say is, just be truthful, play fairly, be truthful, respect your opponents, but respect yourself, because like I say, for two people, individuals, to go out and spend that much money on a product which is completely broken, even before it's actually officially released, for somebody to, for two people just to spend 260,000 FIFA points, and sit there for 4.5, over 4 hours, just spanking, FIFA points for that amount of time. I'm sorry, and I know, probably a lot of you support these people and support these streamers, but it's fucking disgusting. It really is disgusting. And like I said, early on in this stream, you got single parents, you got people who are struggling through their life, not just financially but mentally, and worried about how to pay their bills, how to support the families, and you get two individuals who just sat there for over 4 hours, spent £880 on FIFA points, which is 260,000 FIFA points. You know, it's it's disgusting, and it just points to those people who are struggling in life in general, that they are basically sticking the fingers up to them, and they are just standing like on a street corner, standing there in full view, waving £50 notes in your face. So, for you guys, whoever you are, you may be watching this channel and you may support those people.
Have a beer and enjoy life.
That's totally your choice. That's totally your choice. But you've got to realise. This game should not be about sitting there for over 4 hours, spending £880. This game should be all about working hard, trying to get a team that you can be proud of, that you've known for a while, that you sat down and worked hard to create a team that you can be proud of, to achieve, in foot champs or division rivals, to get higher up in the leagues. So, like I say, I can't make you do certain things. That's totally your choice. But what I would say is that if you are one of those individuals who do sit there and spend a ridiculous amount of money, then I have no respect for you whatsoever, and I don't think a lot of my subscribers would have any respect for you at all. So it's like I say, it's totally your choice. But it's embarrassing to know full well that we have people like that who just want to basically take the piss out of a single parent, or an individual who wants to try their hardest and work through something to create something special, to create a team that they can be proud of. So like I say, it's totally your choice. It's up to you. I can't stop you. I can't stand in front of you and say no, don't do this. Every individual's different. It's totally your choice. Everybody's got their own way. Everybody has their kind of idea on how to build a team. But for me and a lot of my subscribers, work hard at something, work hard at it, and believe that in their own ability that they can go and achieve something great. If you look at my team from last year's, all I did through the whole year is spend £15. That's £15, and I ended up having a 197 rated team. So
enjoy. But EA don't let you unless you spend £1,000 less of pounds on FIFA points and gain.
It's their money, their choice, what they spend it on. Don't see what the problem is. Well, I'm sorry, but then you should really be ashamed of the comment that you put in. Yes, it's okay to spend probably £15-20, that's fine, but for somebody to sit there and spend over 800 or 12, how many thousands of pounds worth of money, I'm sorry, but I have no time for people like that whatsoever, and I think it's disgusting, because you're waving money in people's faces that they have not got. You're waving money in their faces and sticking your fingers up to those people who are struggling for a life. And, for somebody to put a comment in there, I'm sorry, but, you need to take a really good look at yourself in the mirror and thinking, well, am I a decent person? Am I a kind person? Am I a caring person? Am I a respected person? Who, for you to say that, I'm sorry, but you're not a respectful person. You're not a honest person. You're somebody who wants to just continue taking the piss like they do. I don't want people like that on my channel. I don't want to associate with people like that. That's disgusting. And, you should be ashamed, and you're out of order. So, hello, Benji. Hello, Ryan. and everyone who's joined up this evening. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, basically we are basically just going to be playing squad battles because, as I've explained, the prizes with squad battles at the moment is a lot better than you would get if you was playing division rivals or foot champs at the moment because of the structure of what is happening in the game. Now, the gameplay at the moment is ridiculously crap. It's so heavy at times, it's so laggy, you know, people are still cheating through it. Although that you can't drop down, people are not trying to go up in the, in the rivals, in divisions. They're not trying to, get further up there. I should do a Sheffield Wednesday career mode. That's a good idea, actually, Brian. That is a very good idea. Craig, eFootball is atrocious. Looks like PS3. Oh, does it really, Kevin? Oh, I don't know. I've not seen it. I've not downloaded it, so I don't know what it's like. But is it out already at the moment, then, Kevin? If you don't mind me asking, is it out already? Is it actually out already? If it's out already. eFootball, yeah, I know. That's basically it's PES, but they renamed it called eFootball.
Yes, it's out.
Yes, it's right, but it's terrible, is it? Well, you know, like I say, if it's a free game, you shouldn't really expect too much. But if it's a free game, then you know you're not really spending anything. You're not, you know, it's something different that we can do together, I suppose. And have a bit of fun with it. So, Craig, last from mine if you could. Craig, last from mine if you could. I don't get the question, Benji. I'm sorry to say that, but I don't understand the question. What you're asking. Free game and plays better than FIFA 22. See. There you go. You know, we've got a good vibe in that. You know, that shows you that a free game can play better than something that you actually spend on. So, to be fair, PES graphics are always bad. That's true. Yeah, they are always bad. Maybe the gameplay is better than FIFA. Well, you never know. You know, it's not all about the actual graphics, but it's mostly it's about the gameplay itself that people are more interested in. Well, I'm more interested in the gameplay than I am in graphics. Oh, look at you, Ryan. You know, so, you know, it's a fact. You know, that's why we want improvements in FIFA, because we want the gameplay to be improved. We want the gameplay to be smooth. We want the gameplay to be enjoyable. There was an incident yesterday where I watched Shockwave in one of his streams where he was actually playing against an opponent in division rivals. Shockwave scored a goal and his opponent literally just stood back, one depth drop back, everybody behind the ball, every single player behind the ball, and wasn't even attempting to actually tackle or get the ball off him. He literally just sat there in defence, just, you know, with every single player, and not even bothered. It was only 1-0, it was early on in the game, but he literally just sat back and just watched Shockwave go up and down with his player, never attempted to tackle whatsoever.
With tears of joy, face with tears of joy. I got work tomorrow and I'm
are you right? Oh, okay.
With tears of
so
joy.
You know, like I say, that you know, there's individuals that are not trying to go up in further in divisions. There are individuals who are just basically just sat there winning the game but then losing the game. So they win a game and losing the game. So they don't, you know, get higher up in divisions, but they're basically just, you know, getting a win and a loss, winning a loss. And that's where they're basically staying. They're staying in the lower divisions. Benji. Oh, thank you very much, Benji. That's very kind of you, the donation. I really do appreciate that. It's a fucking disgrace, mate. Pay to win bastards taking the piss. Takes all the fun out of the game. when these absolute pricks have packed every fucking card inside the first 2 hours of the game. Absolutely. You know, thank you so much for popping in, young man. I really do appreciate that. It is a disgrace. It is absolutely a disgrace because, you know, they're not trying. They're not trying to improve, to go up. They're basically just taking the piss. And it's individuals like that are ruining the experience, not just for myself or for you, but for everybody else who tries hard to achieve something great in the game. And that's just disappointing. You know, it's disgusting and very disappointing. Yeah, it is, Benji, it is. You know, I totally agree.
Ryan's foo you too far up. True gamer ass don't like people have opinion, you right fool.
Okay, right, for a start with, you do not come into my channel and disrespect my moderators, and you do not talk to me as though like I'm on the bottom of your shoe. That is disgusting, that is degrading. Especially on a human level of respect. So, you know, like I say, good old Shockwave has basically banned you from my channel, so, you know, I'm afraid that you won't be coming back into my channel. So, you know, you got what you deserved, you're staying there, you won't come back. Yeah, completely. So, you know, there's loads of different avenues. There's totally different, you know, subjects that we've discussed, but still going on. And like I say, I just wish that, you know, people would wake up and really smell the rose and understand this. But unfortunately, that there's still idiots out there that just think that by sitting there for 4.5 hours, smashing an ridiculous amount of money on the game, thinks that it's appropriate to actually promote that idea to youngsters of you know, of an age where they haven't got the responsibility or understanding of what money really means to people in real life. Is disgusting, and it's just something that I can't stand, and you know, as in you know, my point of view, in my situation, you know, I work hard at what I do, and I try and achieve the best I can for myself and, you know, everyone around me. But then you get individuals that are just basically taking the piss with it. You know, like I've said during this stream, you know, there are individuals who are basically struggling in real life, you know, financially, mentally, emotionally, and then you get twats like that sat there for 4 hours spending £880 on, you know, on FIFA, which is 260,000 FIFA points. You know, so it's totally, you know, like I say, it's your choice. You do what you need to do, you know, do what you want to do. But for me, you know, for individuals to sit there and do that thing, I'm sorry, but it's disgusting. So, you know, like I say, very disgusting, and I don't appreciate it one bit. So, there you go. Right, that's my little, I wouldn't say argument, but, you know, little moment there. So, at this particular moment, as you can see, I've got quite a few United players in my team. I'm only doing squad battles at the moment because while the situation is how bad the gameplay is, that it doesn't give you any enthusiasm to play anything else apart from squad battles. So that's the basic reason why, you know. He also fixed their pack weight so they get all the best players. Well, the thing is, right, with those people, individuals that have done what they've done, basically what they're doing is that they're not showing you particularly the full amount of what they've spent, but they have, you know, they have spent that much money. So I just don't really appreciate that. Give me a career mode. I'm going for it. Okay, fair enough, Kevin. That's fair enough.
Smiling face with sunglasses. Hello all moderators. Yesterday I packed from my preview pack. I got messy, gonna
I'm going to be off, unfortunately, Craig, mate.
I'm
Ill
gonna
at the
be
moment
off,
and losing energy at the moment, so I need to go. No, that's fair enough, Benji. I'm sure that everybody in this channel wishes you, a speedy recovery, and hopefully that you'll feel very much better very soon and very quickly. So, absolutely, I couldn't have said it any better. So, from Kevin and Brian, absolutely, feel better very soon. I hope so.
Take care, Benji, lad, and keep the faith.
Yeah, Benji, we're always here, and you know that where we are. So, we'll play a few squad battles, we'll
Benji,
just keep it going.
Easy fella.
So we'll have some fun with it. We'll try and score silly goals from different angles, different areas, and we'll just do this. Now I've just played basically on easy because I can't be bothered with it, to be fair, and it does drive you a little bit bored stiff when you're playing squad battles. So that's the reason why I've done it on easy. So you just score a few goals and you put the controller down and you just chill out, and that's basically what I do. So, but you can also have a little bit of a giggle with this because you can try and shoot from like a ridiculous amount of length. You can try and score silly goals. Or trying to finesse it from 60 yards, or just have a bit of fun with it. So you can do this have a bit of fun with it. You're not going to lose the game, but it also, you can have a little bit of a laugh with it at the same time. So there's no stress, is there? There's no stress. So I could go.
Still gonna be watching.
I'm at the bar. So we can have a laugh at the same time. So there's no stress.
In case I miss and beaming face with smiling eyes.
So here we go. So we'll pass it back again.
New man.
You never know, you might he's offside. Never mind. Not to worry. So if you do it on easy, basically all you do is score about 5 goals, 6 goals, put the controller down, it's done and dusted, you can go watch a bit of TV and come back at half time, press the button again, and it'll continue. It won't go off, it'll just continue in the game. And you can go and watch a bit of TV, so you can have a little bit of relaxing time. So you've not got to put any effort in, and you just chill out with it, really. So you do this hey, have a bit of a laugh with it. I have no intention of trying to get to elite or elite or anything silly. Just just basically just have a little bit of fun with it. No stress in it, still chilled.
Please don't feel forced to
my weekend, Ryan. Oh wow, I'll tell you, my weekend was exceptional. It was really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was honestly an absolute privilege to have gone and travelled all that way. It was 7.5 hours of travelling to get there, and 5.5 hours coming back. But it was just basically a brilliant weekend, which I will be doing again, but next year. So the date has been announced, and I will be definitely doing it next year. So absolutely superb. I got any more? No, they're all married and all together. But it was an absolute privilege to be with every single person that I was involved in. I'm not playing Division Rivals clips. Thank you very much, Benji. Much appreciated. So we're just here just to have a mess about, really. Right? So sound like it is. Nearly. Some of the players that you watch and look at with the graphics of the players and what they look like and everything. There's some players that actually look like nowhere near what they look like in real life. which is quite actually funny, really. When you think
Play
of
me?
the size of the game and the size of the company, what they do with, for instance, they make the stadiums look well, they make the crowd look well, they make all the different things look well, apart from concentrating on the main thing which we all want, really, which is basically gameplay. I play Division Rivals, it's heavy, it's laggy, it's just shit, really. So you can go in and have like 15 shots at target, he can save everything, he can block everything, and then he goes up the other end and have one attack and win the game, which, really is just not on, it's just not right, it's not a fair, it's just not right, really, it's just shit. So that's the reason why, and there's a lot, like I say, there's more cheats in this game there is that there's ever been in all the FIFAs that I've actually played. There really is, it's just shit. So, it is, I know it's hard to believe, but I'm not interested in playing Division Rivals or Foot Champs at all until they actually make the gameplay 1,000 times better, because it's just shocking.
Victory hand.
No worries, Ryan, thank you very much. No, I appreciate you popping in and supporting the channel, it's very kind of you to do so. Until they actually, fix this broken, ridiculous game, even though it's only just started and it's only just came out, it really is an embarrassment, really. And EA really should be embarrassed, because what they've brought and what they've done so far is just basically a non-existent football game, because it's just not a football game. I like the way that they've not allowed people to drop down, but see, that kind of thing, what they've done now with the structure of the Division Rivals, has just made it impossible to get through the divisions, because everybody's not bothered about going up in divisions. They're not bothered about going up and going into the higher divisions, where likes from myself and Shockwave and other people who really want to try and get further up the league. Now I've expressed where Shockwave played a game, I think it was last night or not before, where he was playing in the Division Rival match. He was 1-0 up early on in the game, and the guy basically just done a one-depth drop back, put everybody behind the ball, and not even bothered about getting it away from his own half. He wasn't tackling, he wasn't trying anything, he just stayed there, which just shows you exactly what the mental state of this year's community. They're not bothered about trying to about getting higher up in the leagues or anything like that. They're basically just staying in their own division, in a division where they say, well, I can't be bothered about going up, I'll just stay in there. That's included all the multi-skillers, all the cheats, all the, it's just ridiculous, really.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that's
so, it really is. I can't believe that the state of this game, even through the early access, I still can't believe the state of it, what they've done. The servers have been down 3 times within days of it having the early access. That's astonishing. That is just ridiculous. A server which is a brand new server to the FIFA 22, and it's been cut off 3 times. 3 times. So that should tell you something about the structure of the, not just the server, but the company itself. What are they actually trying to achieve here? Are they trying to achieve to take the piss? Are they, what are they trying to achieve? So, like I say, 3 times that the servers have gone down in FIFA 22. It's an early game, it's a brand new game, it's a new start, and my honest feeling, you know, even though that FIFA 21 was really bad and it was really shit, you know, even the gameplay was really bad, I prefer FIFA 21 to FIFA 22 because at least you know you're able to pass the ball. There is still a delay, but nothing like FIFA 22 is. You know, you're able to take shots and you know, attack in a way. Yes, the scorelines are really ridiculous and stupid, which it doesn't show its full potential of a realistic gameplay and match, which should bring out realisticness. That's what it's supposed to be, based on realism of the sport we follow. But FIFA 22 at the moment, because of the situation with the gameplay and the way that people are projecting themselves on, you know, trying to get a fantastic team, it's nothing short of embarrassing and disgusting. And I just wish that people would really just wake up and smell the roses and realise what, you know, this company is doing, because it surely isn't doing anything in a manner of fantastic encouragement towards you to carry on playing at the highest level. It's just basically putting everybody down and making everybody feel like it's just not worth paying that amount of money on a game that is already broken before it's even started. So, like I say, it's totally your choice on what you do. But, you know, we are going to continue playing squad battles just because basically we haven't got to stress out, we haven't got to, you know, we can just chill out and just have a bit of a laugh with it. And because the rewards are far better on squad battles than they are on division rivals, and you know, it's less stress and you're not going to be cheated and bullshitted out of it. So there you go. Really, that's it's about as simplest answering, you know, and just showing you exactly what this game is. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and I hope you've enjoyed what I've said and pointed out to you. I'm sure you all agree in certain aspects. I'm sure you all understand why I'm annoyed, and you know why it's wrong to support people who are doing what they're doing. You know, it really is just an absolute shame and disgusting attitudes by two top YouTubers, you know, are basically just taking the piss. So anyway, guys, I wish you well and have a good evening. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to hit your like button and subscribe to the channel. Support the channel as much as you can. We're trying to grow this channel as much as we possibly can and make it bigger, make it more accepted by everybody. But like I say, I do appreciate your support, and I do appreciate you guys as people. You know, you really are special to me, and it means the world to me that you are taking your time out to come in and supporting this channel. So thank you so much. Anyway, guys, have a great evening. Thank you very much, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe. See you soon. Peace out. Bye. Love ya.